Welcome to the Mobility Series, episode 2. In this episode we are going to cover the hip. So we're going to cover all the functions of the hip. So just working through all the range of motion, stretch the hip out a little bit, focusing on moving the hip in all directions. So flexing the hip, moving it to the side, internally rotating the hip. So I'm going to give you a few exercises. So again, basic exercises that everybody can do, and that will really improve your mobility and therefore your performance in your training. So the first exercise will be full hip rotations. So I'm going to give you an example. Stand up straight, raise your knee as far up as possible, then raise the knee to the side, and internally rotate your hip, then move it all the way back, come again forward and up, all the way to the side, internally rotate, back, front. Repeat this for about 10 to 15 times. It might not look like this, but the more you will do it, the better it will get. So you guys might have a problem with internally rotating the hip. So what I like to pretend is that there is a football or a ball on my feet. That really helps me to internally rotate my hip. So make slow motions, slow movements, rotating the hip in all directions fully. So now on the other leg, give you a side view. So all the way up without bending the spine, all the way to the side, internally rotate, back, again forward. So as you can see, this leg has a little bit less internal rotation, and that's okay. We all have sides that are weaker or less mobile, and with performing these kind of exercises we will increase our performance and our range of motion, our weaknesses. So just keep working on it and stay consistent, most importantly. So perform 10 to 15 slow reps. And you will really feel it. This is also a great warm-up for your squatting or your lower body movements. So that's the first exercise. So the second exercise will be the 90-90 position. So we're going to sit with our legs at 90 degrees with the front leg, with the knee and the feet, and 90 degrees with this leg, with the knee and our feet. Make sure the knee is directly in line with the hip. Make sure you can sit in this position. So now we're going to rotate back and trying to lean back slightly with our body while keeping this knee down. You will feel a stretch in the inner side of the hip. Hold this for about 5 to 10 seconds. Then move to the other side. Keep the back straight. Try to move the chest to the knee. Go all the way down. You will feel a big stretch now on the outer side of our hip. Play around. Move the shoulder, the right shoulder to the left knee, or you move the left shoulder to the left knee. Just play around and see in what area you are tight. Just try to find the tight spots and hold it there for 5 to 10 seconds. Then move again back up. Repeat this for around 5 reps. I like to tuck my nose to my knee, so I feel a much bigger stretch in the hip. So try it out. Again, just play around in these positions. We are all different, so we also have to move slightly different ways. So just go with the flow and see where you are tight. When performing this exercise, try to keep pushing your knee down to the floor. It will really increase the stretch on both sides. So with this exercise, we are working the outer side of the hip and the inner side of the hip. Many people have problems there. Many people have really tight spots there, so this exercise is really great for that. So then we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to give you a front view. And 90 degrees on both legs. Make sure you can sit. Rotate and try to lean slightly back while keeping this knee down. Feel a big stretch right here. 5 to 10 second hold. Then move your chest to the knee. Keep pushing that knee down to the floor. Play around. See with what movement or in what direction you are more tight. Try to find those spots and try to get it out of there. On the last rep, you can hold it for a longer duration, for about 30 to 1 minute, to really relax that area right there, to really stretch it out. So 5 reps per side. Alright, so straight after that, sit again in the 90-90 position. I'm just going to give you a front view. So from here, keep pushing this leg down, this knee down to the floor. Now try to lift this knee up while keeping this leg down as much as possible. Open up, open up. Then this knee come from the floor, you come in here, rotate back. Again, keep this other knee down. And I'm going to move a little bit. Right here. Push this knee down. Lift that knee up. Feel a big stretch right here and right here. Perform this for about 5 reps per side. So 10 reps total. Really focus on keeping that leg down, so you will increase the stretch on your hips. So always perform this after the exercise we just did right now. Again, we are working internal rotation of the hip and external rotation of the hip while creating flexibility and mobility. So a really great exercise. That's the second exercise right there. So with this third exercise, we are really going to focus on the hip flexor. This area is also tight by many people, and this simple exercise will really improve that really quick. You can also perform all of this exercise actually before you're squatting or before your main lower body lifts, and you will feel huge improvement, alright? So I'm going to show you this last exercise right now. Let's go. So you can use a bench or something similar of that height. Place your feet on the bench while keeping this leg straight. Right? Keep this feet flat on the bench. Move forward. And right here you feel really a big stretch on the hip flexor. Hold this for about 3 seconds and move back. For around 5 to 10 reps. Just perform how many you think is necessary to open it up. Be really gentle and have control, because this stretch is really hard on the hip flexor. On the last rep, you can hold it for a little longer. But as you can see, it's really shaking right here, so that's enough. And then we switch sides. Yeah. Feet flat on the bench, back leg straight. Hold for 3 seconds, move back. This side feels a little bit better than my left side. Again, the left leg is also where I have internal rotation problem, so it's probably a cause of the hip flexor. Last rep, hold it a little bit longer. And that's it. Alright, so I gave you 3 really good exercises to improve your hip mobility, so you can just perform better and feel better. This will also work on things like your side split or your pancake or whatever stretch you want to do. So perform these sets again, 1 to 3 sets, any time of the day. You can perform all of these mobility drills before your training, and you will feel huge improvement in your performance. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video again from the mobility series. So if you want to keep up to date with this mobility series, make sure you subscribe so you can see this video when it comes out, so you can work on your mobility, which is very important for health, longevity, but also performance, of course. So thanks for watching, guys, and make sure to subscribe.